Okay, before this starts, I just want to make it clear, this does not say how good a character is, it's just ranking how easy it is to learn about the character. S tier being really easy to learn, E tier being really hard to learn. Okay, so the first one on the list is something simple and sweet, Noob. Noob is the first character you start out with up until recently where you got Shedletsky and Elliot for free. So, Noob is a hard choice. So, the thing about Noob is he's a survivalist, right? So, he can't help out the team in any way other than doing generators or looping the killer. So, the thing about Noob is I would say he's medium. Like, just on first thoughts, he is definitely B tier. Because, he has the Bloxy-Cola, which gives him speed, right? Broken, just get free speed. He also gets Slate Skin and Ghost Burger. Now, originally, when you first start the game, you have no idea what these mean. So, that's bad. And you also don't know how to use them once you get later on, too. But once you start grinding him, like I did, then you start understanding stuff, like you can cancel out Slate Skin and stuff for to catch killers off guard, and that's low-key kind of broken, so I'm gonna say Noob is a B tier. Okay, so now we have Shedletsky. You know him, you might love him. So Shedletsky is a sentinel or a stunner, right? So his whole purpose is just to stun the killer. Now, in my opinion, I see him more as a survivalist that can fight back because he has chicken, which can heal himself, but he also has the sword, which can stun. Now, Shedletsky is one of the 3 people you start out with for free. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I like him, but I also don't like him. He's good, but he's also not good. If you know what I mean, he can defend himself. But once that sword's on cooldown, there's literally nothing else he can do. So, I don't know. He's pretty easy to learn, though. So, I'm going to give him, I don't know, probably an A tier. Just because of the fact that he can stun the killer, and because his moveset is simple. Chicken heals, sword stuns. Alright, next up we got Elliot, the pizza man boy. Femboy, I don't know. So, I'm gonna put him in S tier. He's the easiest character to learn. Pizza heals people. Rush Hour gives you 3 seconds of speed 3, and Order Up, which is the passive, makes the pizza heal more every generator you do. Now, the problem is the fact that people suck at using Elliot, okay? But even though they suck, they still understand how he works. They're just bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in S tier. Alright, on to Builderman, my boy. I'm immediately putting him in S tier. He's so easy to learn, just because of the fact that he's only building. You don't have to master him. Just look up a YouTube video on what good sentry/dispenser placements are, and that's all you have to do. It's so easy. Look up a video once, and then you're automatically a pro at him. Unfortunately, you have to be good at juking with him, but, still, he's so easy. I'm immediately putting him in S tier. No competition. Okay, now we have 007N7. So, I'm gonna be completely honest, I hate playing 7N. I don't like him. He's just a boring character in my opinion. Unless it's Last Man Standing, then he's the most fun character. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm thinking he's going to C or D tier. He's hard to learn. The clones, they're difficult to use. Some people will use cursor and use that to make it to where they don't do damage, like they take hit priority or something like that. I don't know. N7's hard to learn. The teleport, to know when to do it right. The cloning to trick, because you have to be good at manipulating people basically. So yeah, I think I'm immediately gonna put him in D. I'm gonna say D tier. Yeah, he's one of the hardest characters to understand. Okay. Two-time. Where do I put you? I'm gonna go ahead and take an educated guess right now before doing any reasoning and say either C or B tier. So 2 times a sentinel, and he starts out with 80 health, which is the same amount of health Elliot has, so that's not good. But he can respawn if he fills his oblation bar. Now, to fill it up, you need 2 backstabs or 4 front stabs. Now, a backstab will stun, and a front stab won't do anything. Well, I mean, I think it gives him helpless for like half a second. But also front stabs are useless. Just try and get backstabs. Now, if you land a front stab, you'll get 10 health. Now, and if you land a backstab, you'll get 20 health back, which is broken, by the way. Now, if you respawn, you only have 40 health, but that's okay. You have a second life. Last man standing starts and you haven't died yet, then you'll have 110 health. So that's pretty good. But the thing about 2-time is he's a hard sentinel to use. If the killer is self-aware like this one, then you're not going to land a backstab. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in C tier, because he's okay to learn, just hard to master. Okay, so next up we have Guest 1337, another sentinel, because of course we have another sentinel. So he's broken, but I'm guessing he's going to be lower in the tiers because he's hard to use. Now, the way he works is basically he starts off with a charge and a block. The punch is locked. Now, the charge will knock back the killer and basically just push them back. That's all it does. Can't stun or anything like that, just push them back. But it can also kill minions, so that's pretty good. And then block, what that does, it basically puts like, you basically take no damage, and if they hit you while you do the block, then you get a punch. Now, if you punch immediately after the block, then you'll get a parry punch, which is like 4 entire seconds, which is pretty good. Or it's 3 seconds, I don't know. And then if you get a normal punch, so like you block, run away, and then punch like a second after, then you'll get a normal punch, which is like 2 seconds or something like that. I don't know. So Guest is extremely hard to use because you have to predict when the killer is going to hit you. If you miss the block, it is extremely punishing, like so punishing. Like, it's so bad if you miss, but it's like high risk, high reward, or if I miss a high risk, mediocre reward. It's not that good of a reward, but it's still a stun. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Guest in D tier because he is one of the harder characters to learn in the game. Okie dokie, Elamaroki. Next up we have Taff. Okay, so this one is kind of like Builderman, but a little bit harder, because the thing about Taff is that their subspace trip mine actually rolls instead of just going right where you want to place it. So you kind of have to have a little bit more like aim with it, but it's still pretty easy. But I'm going to say it, you can't just look up a tutorial and know where to put things. You have to kind of learn with it, but you can still get much information from like a tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and say Taff is probably an A tier because it's a little bit harder than Builderman to learn. Alright, okay, so now we have Dusakar. Personally, they are my favorite character, but how good are they? Pretty good, I say, but like learning them is not the greatest. So the thing about Dusakar is they are a protector. They have a shield that protects survivors, and they have a plasma beam that can speed up survivors and slow down killers. Now, you're like, oh, that seems pretty good. Unfortunately, aiming is not auto. Like, you don't get auto aims. So, the shield is pretty easy, but the plasma beam is not very good. Only because they reduced the distance from, like, 300 studs to, like, 90. It's crazy. But other than the plasma beam being hard to aim, I'm saying Dusakar's pretty easy, so I'm going to put Dusakar in B tier. Okay, last but not least, we have Chance. Chance is literally all about gambling, but how easy is he to learn? Very hard. So you have a coin, a gun, a reroll, and a hat that you can fix. Now, the coin lets you gamble. You either get a charge or weakness. This weakness stacks and lasts for 15 seconds. You have a gun that will stun the killer. Up close, it stuns for 5 seconds, which is crazy. And I think far away, it's like 3 seconds. I don't know how far away. I hate Chance. I don't know anything about him. Reroll will let you reroll your health from like 55 to 130. And then Hat Fix just gets rid of all the weakness you have. Now, Chance is all about gambling, so you can't really just master him, but I'm gonna say Chance is probably B tier because I don't know. It's hard. He has so many moves. It's just hard to understand what everything does. Well, you made it to the end. The video's over. If you're wondering what the final thing is, this is what the final tier list looks like. Remember, this is not on how good the character is, but how easy it is to learn. Now, if you really enjoyed this, then hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want me to do a part 2 for this, for just the killers, then get this video to 5 likes. Anyways, have a good day.